Alright, what is going on, folks? Wrestling Otaku back here on the channel, and it is now, of course, late night Sunday. It's Sunday, November 17th of 2024. Just got home a little while ago, about half an hour ago. Got off work, had a long day today, and, so I wanted to settle in here, relax. If you guys don't know, I've been battling a little bit of having to deal with a little bit of a head cold the last few days, sneezing, stuffy nose, then, I had runny nose, and, got a little bit of phlegm in my throat and had to spit that up. Oh, that's disgusting, but yeah. but uh, but yeah, so it's not as bad today as it was the last few days. So I am somewhat getting out of it, recovering from it. It's all the freaking, it's the weather. It's getting cold. Obviously, it's mid-November, so of course it's going to be cold stuff. So it's just a change in weather, and my immune system is shot, so it is what it is. But and on top of that, I got a little bit of a headache, but that's more so because I didn't get much sleep yesterday or last night, and plus my right eye's been bothering me a little bit. Really, I need to lay down, but I want to get this video in beforehand because I know I haven't been hadn't uploaded a video much over the weekend, so I wanted to go ahead and do this and wanted to talk about this real quick because I made a post earlier. I also mentioned this on social media, Blue Sky. I mentioned it on my Facebook as well. The Ravens lost today. The Ravens took another loss, another divisional loss, another important game, meaningful game. Failed to get it done. Losing on the road to the overrated, overhyped division rival Pittsburgh Steelers by a final score of 18-16. And like I mentioned before, I made the post about this on my community tab. I didn't watch this game live. I did check the score periodically when I could when I was on the job. And it's like the more the game went on, I think the Ravens only had the lead like one time in that game right before halftime. They were up 7-6, and then Pittsburgh got a field goal before half, and they trailed pretty much throughout it, and they never came back, and then just lost. So at this point, dude, like I'm at the point where it's not even really worth getting upset about. Like I'm at that point now where it's just I'm overwhelmed with what's the word, apathy. Like I'm just really apathetic right now. I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? I've just seen this so many times. It's just like they do this all the time. They just can't win meaningful games for nothing. It's not worth me getting angry or mad or upset or yelling or ranting or raging or this, that, and the third. It's just not worth it. It's really not. So I'm just kind of at that point. I'm just really apathetic right now. It's just like I'm at the point of just not caring. Because that's what this team does. They do it every year. They've did it last year, the year before, the year before, and I'm at the point now where it's like I just I'm really not. I just really don't care about like following this team anymore. It's just they're not really good. They're not gonna. They basically showed today with this game that they're not gonna do anything. Like they can't win a meaningful game for nothing. They might as well give up the division at this point. I mean, you can't beat a divisional opponent outside the Bengals, who they swept, lost to the Browns, lost to the Steelers, lost to the Chiefs week one. It's like they're not going to do anything, man. It's like I just get tired of repeating myself, coming on here and constantly repeating myself over and over and over again. And it's like we have to understand when I was like I said on the job and I checked the score, the more that the game went along and the more that I saw the Ravens were just continuing to trail, the later the game went. I just felt, and then I saw that final score. The game went final, and the final score Steelers win 18-16. I just felt all the excitement and the hype and the anticipation of the Ravens and the season and looking forward to seeing what they would do this week and that week. I just felt all of that just evaporate out of me. It just left me. It's just gone now. And it's just like I just don't care anymore, man. It's like what more can I say? I don't know any better way to put it. I just don't care at this point. It's just not worth it. So yeah, man. I know I've said this in previous videos, and people say, "Oh, well, you said this before." Blah blah. It's like, folks, I get tired of seeing the same stuff every year. I get tired of coming on here and repeating myself over and over again. It's just like it's done, you know? It's played out. And then you have to listen to the coaches and the players go on these press conferences after the game and talk about, oh well, we didn't do this, we should have done this, so we're going to do this, we're going to look at film, we're going to do this and that and this and that, blah 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 blah, excuse after excuse after excuse. It's just like it's just over, man. The team's not going to do anything. As far as the rest of the season goes, I really couldn't care less. You know, I'm not going to watch the freaking Chargers game on Monday, next Monday, in another week or so. I'm not going to care about. I'm not going to watch the freaking Eagles game after that, and then I'm not going to care about. I'm not going to watch any of the games after the bye week. I just don't care. I don't care at this point. It's like that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. You know, so they're not going to do anything. If they make the playoffs, they're going to do exactly what they did last year. They're either going to go one and done, or they're going to win one game to get people hyped up and amped up, like, oh yeah, this is the year, and then they're gonna lose another meaningful game, just like they did in that AFC title game last year. Same stuff, same script, different year. It's not even worth me getting up in arms about. It's not worth me raising my blood pressure, getting all worked up for it. It's just not worth it anymore. I just don't care. You know, it's just this feeling of apathy just overcame me after seeing that result today. So, so yeah, that's it, man. And it goes beyond just the Ravens. I don't really care about the rest of the NFL season. Period. Like, the Ravens were the main reason why, I would watch. I would watch not just Ravens games, but other games. Now I just don't care. I just don't want to. I could care less about the rest of the season at this point. It was the same thing with baseball, same thing with MLB. Orioles did the exact same thing. They play, they make you think, oh, this is the year, blah, 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 and then they stumble into the playoffs and then they lose. Same thing here. They might as well forfeit the division at this point, just like the Orioles did. They fucking gift wrap the Yankees the AL East. You might as well gift wrap the Pittsburgh Steelers the fucking AFC North at this point. It's over. Don't care. Don't care. It's just I can't. I just can't with this team anymore. It's just done. It's done. I'm gonna wait until the next real thing that I'm looking forward to in regards to the NFL is the 2025 draft. That's what I'm looking forward to. Going into the draft, maybe they'll get some good draft picks. Maybe they'll actually draft people who can play defense, who can play. Maybe they'll draft fucking defensive backs who can play defense, who can play in the secondary. And maybe during the offseason, they'll actually get a competent defensive coordinator. And maybe they'll consider getting a new head coach. Okay, that's the next thing I'm looking forward to. The rest of the season, I could care less because they're not going to do anything. So it's not even worth me paying it. It's not even worth my time at this point. That's where I'm at right now with this season, with this team. Don't care. Don't care. Not watching the rest of it. Don't care. So, yeah. So there you go. If you're waiting for my reaction, that's my reaction. The only real thing that kind of agitates me is the fact that, once again, you got these pundits. I heard this throughout the week going into this game. You had these pundits, you had these fans, especially Steelers fans. To me, Steelers fans are one of the most toxic, annoying fan bases in football. They're right up there with Cowboy fans. And you had the media, the mainstream media, and all these pundits and all these analysts, quote unquote, on ESPN and NFL Network and all these other places, talking about, well, the Steelers won 7 of the last 8 games against the Ravens, and then you're going to hear more of that because they fucking lost again today. Well, the Steelers won the last 8 and 9 games of the Ravens, blowing out trash. Blowing out trash. It's as simple as that. But yeah, season's done. I really don't care at this point. Let them go do whatever. Play whatever games left to be played, go in the playoffs, and choke again. It's just, I just don't care anymore. At this point, I could care less about what happens the remainder of the season. That's where I'm at. That is where I'm at, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, let me just go on ahead and wrap this video up here. I think I've made my point. I think I've said enough here. So thank you for watching. More content to come. I'm going to lay down here. Hopefully, by tomorrow, this cold will have blown over, and I'll feel a lot better, or I'll feel better generally. And so I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna probably get something to eat. Then I'm gonna lay down, and I might take a nap, or lay down for a bit, maybe for an hour or two. Then I'll play maybe play some Apex, watch some anime, and then go to bed and go to sleep. And I got the next couple days off, so that's good. Maybe that's all I got to say for this video. Till next time, Resto Taco, I'm out. See you guys later. Peace.